Alright, so hey, what's going on, guys? It's CodingTuts, and welcome back to a brand new video, the first video of the year. And first, before we begin, I want to start off with saying Happy New Year's, and hope you guys had wonderful holidays. And because it's a new year, I want to start creating better content, so that's why I'm upgrading the video quality and the video editing. So basically you're gonna see better videos starting this year. So this is the first video of the year. Now let's get right into it. So if you don't know what we're doing, actually there's by the title, if you don't know what we're doing, I'm creating a pop-up menu with JavaScript. So you know those websites that have, like, when you press something, a menu pops up, or like 5 seconds after the page has loaded, it appears on the screen, a pop-up menu. Well, that's what we're doing. So basically I've created a really simple, just really modern layout that we're gonna be using to create our pop-up menu. So let me just bring this down so you can see it. So this is it. Basically this is the JavaScript, and if you want to see a video on how to create this, the website changes its color, make sure to leave it in the comment section below. But anyway, let's get right into it. So the first thing we're gonna do is we are going to create our div. That is, doesn't really matter where it's located, so I'm just gonna locate it right here on the bottom, and I'm gonna give it an ID of Popup BG. Alright, like this. And now inside we're gonna create a new div, and I'm gonna give this a pop-up main div, like this. I'm gonna go to our CSS, and we're gonna write our code. So the first thing is popup BG background, right? Yes. And so that is gonna be position fixed, so that it never moves, even if you scroll down on your page. Like when it pops up, you want our screen to get a little bit dark, like a little bit dark, faded, and so that's why when we scroll down, we want it to stay. So position fixed, and then top 0, left 0, and the background color of an RGBA so that it's a little transparent. So 0, 0, 0, 0.7. I think it's like this. No. Oh, okay. This is really embarrassing. So we're not starting things too good. But we forgot to create the width. So the width is going to be 100%, and the height is also going to be 100%. So let's see it for some reason. Background color RGBA. I forgot 10 here again. There we go. So it's gonna be like this. When the pop-up appears, the background is gonna be a little darkened. So and the next thing we want to edit is the pop-up main div, which is going to be our main body. So pop-up main div. Now this is going to be also positioned as fixed. It's going to have a width of 800 pixels, a height of 600 pixels, a border of 2 pixels solid black, let's say, and a border radius of 5 pixels. I think I can change the height to 400. Yeah, there we go. Let's do 500 just for the sake of it. There we go. Perfect. But now we want to align it in the absolute center. And plus we want to make it background color of white, so that we can actually see the text that's on it or something. So pop-up main div, and then we have to align it in the center. So align left 50%, margin left minus 400 pixels, top is gonna be also 50%, and the margin top is gonna be minus 250 pixels. So there we go. This is our main body, and it's starting to look actually really professional so far. So now what we're gonna want to do is create a close button. So inside the pop-up main div, I'm gonna create a new ID, and I'm gonna call it a close pop-up div, just like this. And then inside I'm gonna put a p tag with capital X. So that's gonna be like the close. So close pop-up div. Close pop-up div. So now this is gonna be also positioned as absolute fixed. Sorry. Width is gonna be 25 pixels. Height is gonna be also 25 pixels. And the border radius is going to be 25 pixels so that it's an absolute circle, and it's going to have a border of 2 pixels, solid black. There we go. So now we have to create a text align center, so the text is positioned in the center. And now what we're going to do is we're going to do right 5 pixels and top 5 pixels. Okay, hold on. What if I give it a position of absolute? Okay, now it's gonna be position absolute because there's no need to be fixed when this whole main pop-up body, the white div, is positioned fixed. So that's why it's gonna be positioned absolute. Now I have to edit the paragraph inside the X. So close pop-up div P, and I'm gonna give it sorry, not position, margin top of 0. Okay. Oops. Font family of sans serif. Font weight bold, and maybe a 5 pixel margin top. Yeah, perfect. But now it's not a link, so we want to make it so that our cursor changes to like if actually we're pressing on something. So we're gonna do cursor pointer, and now watch when we refresh it. Our cursor changes to like if it's actually pressing something. Alright, so now let's create the JavaScript. Or actually now there's gonna be like not a time lapse but like a super fast speed moment when I'm actually gonna write a little bit of code just to make everything a little prettier, and I'll see you guys in a second. Let's go. Alright, so what I did is I basically just created a little bit more user friendly so that it just looks better in the eye, for the eye. And what I realized is that we can actually make it so when you hover over this, it says close the pop-up. So how do we do that? Well, we go back to our index.html, and on this div we give it a title of close this pop-up menu. And when we refresh, oops, sorry about that. When we refresh, now when I hold it, it's gonna say close this pop-up menu. So if we want this to be our pop-up menu, we're done. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give the pop-up background a display of none because all the divs are childs of the pop-up background. So if I give this a display of none, all these divs are gonna go away, just like that. So now, how do we call it? Well, I'm gonna create a p tag or a button. Actually, I'm gonna create a button right here, which is so this is how we create a button, which is gonna say toggle pop-up menu. Alright, just like this. Hold on. Button toggle. Okay, so basically how I fix this problem is I gave the button an ID of button, and then I just gave it a position of absolute and a top of 85 pixels because this navigation bar was blocking because this this button was right here, but it was overlapped by the navigation div, which is this black one. Alright, so now let's write our JavaScript. So hopefully you guys know JavaScript, because if you don't know, I'm not going to be explaining you a lot, but let's go right into the JavaScript. So I am not going to create a new file. I am basically just going to create a script tag in our HTML. So we just write script type equals text slash JavaScript, and now we write our script as if it was in another document. Alright, so the first thing we want to do is basically know what we're going to be working with. So we're going to create a variable and we're going to get our pop-up. So I'm going to write pop-up div equals, and we're going to just grab that element. So document dot get element by ID, and then in quotes I'm going to write this ID, which is pop-up bg. Now when I paste it in, we have a handle to the div, so we can control that. So now we're gonna create a function that is gonna be called open pop-up menu. Alright, no parameters or anything. Now what we're gonna do is, it's really simple actually. We're gonna do pop-up div dot style dot display equals to block. Now we need to close that, so we need to close our pop-up menu. So how do we close it? Well, we just write function close pop-up menu, no parameters again, and write pop-up div dot style dot display equals none. So now we have to call these functions, and so on the button we want to call our function when we press this button. So on our button I'm going to write onClick equals open pop-up menu, like this. And when I refresh, watch as the magic happens. See? It appeared. But now we want to close it, and we can't quite close it yet, can we? So now we have to call the close pop-up menu, which is gonna be toggled after we click this. So on our div, I'm gonna write onClick equals close pop-up menu with no parameters. Now, when I press this, it's perfect. Alright? And now how do we close this? Well, we just press the X. It's that simple, guys. So this is the magic of JavaScript. It's really simple, as you can see, with basically like a couple of lines of JavaScript, basically only two functions, with only one line. with only one line of code inside each, we created something amazing. So if you want to see a tutorial on how to create like buttons that actually change the background color, and if you want to see how to toggle this pop-up menu like 5 seconds after the page has loaded or right after the page has loaded, make sure to leave it a comment section down below. Comment down the comment section below this video. And I'll create a video really soon. So yeah, that was it. Hope you guys enjoyed. And if you did, make sure to slap that like button. And yeah, that was it. And so, Happy New Year's once again, and I'll see you in the next one.